Hello and welcome to today's science lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Excellent. And next we'll do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then let's go down low to touch our toes. Back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy-toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. And then back down to touch our toes once more. And then stand up straight, guys, and have a shake. Arms and legs, shake it out. Shake it out. And then we can do some rotations. We'll go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Excellent, guys. Now we can do some stretches. Let's do 5 stretches to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. And then we'll take our right hand and find our left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And to finish, we will do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So who can tell me what subject we've been learning a lot about recently in science class? Light. That's correct. We have been doing a lot of work on the subject of light. And today we're reaching the end of our topic about light. So we'll be having a review lesson. So let's write that term on the board first. Light is spelled L-I-G-H-T. And today we'll be reviewing everything we've learned already. So review, R-E-V-I-E-W. So all together, guys, light, review. Yes. And one of the first things that we learned about light is, where does light come from? The different places where light can come from are known as light sources. And there were many different ways. So we'll write the phrase light sources too. So light again, G-H-T. And sources, C-E-S. So this term, light sources, what that means is the places where light comes from. So can we remember, think back to previous lessons, where does light come from? The sun. The sun is probably the most important source of light we have, because it heats the whole planet and gives us energy. So we've got the sun, S-U-N. Well, have a think. The moon, yes. We have the sun of the daytime, but what happens when the sun goes down? The moon comes out, and can we see that? We have a big light in the sky with the moon. O-O-N. And stars too. Stars come out with the moon. Stars. T-A-R-S. But did you know the moon, even though we can see it shining in the sky, the moon doesn't shine. The reason we can see the moon is the light is being reflected from the sun. We see the moon in the sky because the sun is still shining its light at the moon. So the light that comes from the moon is indirectly coming from the sun. Now, any other types of light sources? Lightning, yes. Has anybody ever seen lightning? When there's a storm, lots of rain, maybe very windy, and then you see that flash in the sky and maybe the sound, that's lightning. And that is also a light source. L-I-G-H-T. N-I-N-G. Now these light sources that we've looked at so far, lightning, sun, moon, and stars. These are all light sources from outside. They are natural light sources. But can we think of other types of light sources? Like how about in this room now? Do we have sunshine in the room? No, we're indoors. So what type of light sources can we see in here? What type of light sources? Lights. Light bulbs, yes. We've got the light bulb. L-I-G-H-T for light, and then bulb. Now, how does the light get to the light bulb? When we look at the switches and all the wires, what is it that's traveling? Energy and electricity. So you see, the light bulb is being powered through electricity. And down, you just said a good example of a light source. Cars. At night times, when cars drive, what can you see on the front of the cars? Lights. Yes, at night time, if I want to drive my car, I have to turn on the lights so people can see me. Otherwise, it's dangerous. So cars are another example of light sources. Telephone. I was just about to say, what do we see people doing all the time now? Telephone. And you can see the screen. The screen will light up. Telephone. Computer is another. See, now you're thinking, we've got electricity, so we've got cars, telephone, TV, television. Okay, good one. Down. Fire is a light source. But is fire natural or man-made? Natural. Correct. So fire will go on this side. And then let's have one more. I heard computer. Computer. C-O-M-P-U-T-E-R. So we've got computer, light bulb, and electricity, TV, cars, telephone. Now these are all examples of artificial light sources. And these ones here are natural light sources. Light sources that happen already in the sky and in the atmosphere are natural. But ones that we have to make ourselves with electricity are artificial. So they are the different types of light sources we've learnt about. Guys, that was brilliant. Very well remembered. And what we've got now is a PowerPoint presentation to take us back through the sections we've learnt about light already, so that we can review and refresh our memories. So now we've got a PowerPoint presentation for our students to observe, listen to, and also practice speaking about light. So let's turn to look at the TV screen, please, guys. So let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation today, light. Review. Yes, let's have a look at the things we've learned already. Light is the source of energy that makes it possible for us to see places and objects. Yes, we need our eyes to see, but even though we have eyes, if we don't have light, we can't see anything. We can't see anything in the dark. We can only see things in the light. There are two main sources of light energy on planet Earth. Yes, so let's have a look at the two sources that are represented here. Natural light. Yes, like our board exercise, we looked at some forms of natural light. And the main one, sunshine, is a natural light source that provides planet Earth with energy. Yes, everything on planet Earth needs sunlight to live. Sunlight can be used to create solar energy, which is better for our environment. Yes, have a look at this house here on the roof. Can you see all them strange patterns on the roof? Do you know what they are? Solar panels. And what they do, they're on the roof of the house so that when the sun shines, the solar panels capture the sunlight and use it for electricity. And it's natural fuels, so it's better for the environment. The moon can be seen shining high in the sky at night time when it is dark. So therefore, the moon is a light source at night time. Fire is another type of natural energy that can provide light and heat. Yes. When we're cold or when it's dark, we can use fire to get warm and to light things up. Has anybody ever been to a scouts camp? When we camp out in the forest, sometimes then we use the fire at night time for light and for heat. Lightning is a type of natural weather that can provide light and energy. And you can see the lightning here. Look at the clouds, and then look how the lightning forms and runs all the way down until it hits the ground. The next type of light, artificial light. Yes, now this is the man-made light forms with electricity. Light bulbs are a form of artificial light that are used to light indoor rooms. Yes. So get used to the concept of natural light is outside. Artificial light usually happens inside. Traffic lights are artificial lights that are used to stop and direct traffic. Yes. Whenever you go on a journey in a car or a bus or a motorbike even, sometimes you will come to a traffic light and it will say the different colours, will tell you what to do. What does red mean on a traffic light? If you see a red traffic light, what do you have to do? Stop. And then when the light goes green, what can you do? Go. Well done, guys. A torch is an artificial light form used to light dark places. Yes, when it's dark, we can use a torch to see. Car lights are artificial lights that allow people to drive vehicles in the dark. And you can see on the front of the car here, you can see the car lights are turned on. So when it drives, people can see it. Light will always travel in a straight line. Light can't turn and bend. Only ever go in a straight line. Like you can see here, look at the torch on the hill. You can see the light going out in a straight line. The amount of light that can pass through an object depends on the object. Yes, different types of objects allow different types of light to pass through. When light hits a transparent object, the light passes right through it. Transparent objects allow all of the light to pass through. Therefore, we can see through objects like air, water, and clear glass. And clear glass is used in windows. The fishbowl is transparent because we can see clearly the fish and water. So therefore, we know the fishbowl is transparent because we can see through it. So remember, guys, if you hear the term see-through, that's also what transparent means. Translucent objects allows some light to pass through, but not all of it. Okay? So some light can pass through, but not all of it. Like here, you can see that some light is coming out through the light shade, but not all of the light. Tissue paper, tracing paper, and frosted glass are all translucent objects. Yes, translucent allows some light through, but not all. Sunglasses are translucent objects because they let some light in, but not all. Yes, that's why we use sunlight or sunglasses on sunny days. So it blocks some of the light, but we can still see. And then finally, opaque objects do not allow any of the light to pass through them at all. If it's opaque, light will not pass through. Walls, doors, and tables are all opaque objects because no light passes through. Yes, that's why we have walls and doors around the room so that nothing can see in. Concrete walls are opaque because they do not allow any light to pass through. Yes, no light getting through the concrete wall, as you can see there. Therefore, the dark area behind the opaque object is called the shadow. Yes, you see here, the person and the tire, they are opaque objects. The sunlight cannot get through. So what we've got is we've got the shadow of the opaque objects behind. The shadow will always have the same shape as the opaque object. Now here you can see a tree. The tree is the opaque object. And on the ground behind the tree, what can you see? Shadow. Now what shape is the shadow in? The tree. The shadow keeps the shape of the opaque object. The size of the shadow depends on the distance between object and light source. Yes. We can use opaque objects to perform a shadow puppet play. Or like you guys did in the activity with the torch, you used your hands to make shadow puppets. This is an example of a shadow puppet play. And there you can see, we can also make shadow shapes by using our hands to block the light source. Just like you guys did last time. So let's see, what do we think this shadow shape is? A bird? How about this one? Snake. This one? Maybe a spider or a crab. How about this one here? Dog. I think a dog too. Here, rabbit. And then another dog or maybe a fox. But you can see how we can use our hands to make different shadow puppets. Any questions, guys? That was brilliant. Very well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation to review the sections that they learnt about light. And it's important to realize just how important light is to our lives. Can you imagine a world without light? It would be a lot different to the world we have today. And now it's time for our stretch sequence, guys. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And for this sequence, we can begin with our hands on our hips. Let's wiggle side to side. Side to side. Stop. Wiggle side to side. Another wiggle side to side. Stop. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, and stop. And let's go round and round. Round and round. Round and round. And stop. And then we'll go back the other way. Round and round the other way. Round and round. Give our spines a nice stretch. And stop. And to finish, we will do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. And what we've got now is a flashcards exercise for our students to practice and remember the sections that we learned about how light reacts with other objects. Remember, guys, there were 3 different types of objects depending on light reacting with them. Can anybody remember what do we call the objects that allow light to pass through them? If light can pass 100% through an object, what's it called? Beginning with T. Excellent. Transparent. Okay, so the first column we need on the board, transparent. T-R-A-N-S-P-A-R-E-N-T. Transparent. Now, transparent allows light to pass through 100%, okay? But what about the objects that let some light pass through, but not 100%, maybe 50%? Translucent, excellent, Preo, well done. Trans, T-R-A-N-S, but then L-U-C-E-N-T. So all together, guys, translucent. Can we say translucent? Yes. So we'll say translucent objects allow about 50% of light to pass through. So we've got transparent, 100%, translucent, 50%. But what about objects that don't allow light to pass through? Opaque. Excellent. Very well remembered. O-P-A-Q-U-E. Allow 0% of light to pass through. So we've got our 3 columns on the board. Transparent, translucent, and opaque. So what we've got now, teachers, is some flashcards that you need to print out for the activity. We're going to give each student a flashcard. They have to come forward, tell us what the object is, and then place it in the correct column. Is it a transparent object, a translucent object, or opaque? Ready, guys? So what we need to do now is give our first flashcard to our first student. So let's see. And the first student will be Pangpon. Come and join me at the front of class. Okay, so let's have a look at Pangpon's flashcard. What can we see, guys? Water. Now, can we see through water? Yes. So therefore, if we can see through something, transparent. So we can place water into the transparent column. Yes, because water will allow 100% of light to pass through. So let's say together, guys, water is transparent. Yes, if you have a fishbowl at home, you can see through the water to see the fish. So Pangpon, that was excellent. High five. Big round of applause for ping pong, guys. So we've got one of our transparent objects on the board. Teachers, you can pause the video in your own classrooms now and carry on doing the same activity with your own students. And remember, choose a different student for each flashcard, have them come forward and demonstrate their understanding of the type of object. And then, when the flashcard is in the correct place, have the entire class practice speaking together. And we're going to carry on playing here now. So the next object, let's see who can go next. Lakgao. Now it's Lakgao's turn. So Lakgao, bring your flashcard to the front of class and show your friends. So what can we see in Lakgao's flashcard? People. So what do we think? Yes, does light pass through us? Remember the exercise we did with our hands, where we blocked the light. So that means that we are opaque. So what column would you place people in? Excellent. You see, we don't allow any light to pass through us. So we can say, people are opaque. Lakgao, brilliant. High five. Big round of applause for Lakgao. And the next flashcard is with Prel. So Prel, come and join me at the front of class. So let's have a look at Prel's flashcard. Now what can we see, guys? Excellent. I was about to say we have to be careful. It's glass, but it's a special type of glass. Remember, frosted glass. Now, frosted glass will allow some light to come through, but not all of it. So what do we call objects that allow some light, but not all? Translucent. So there you go, Prel. You can show. Excellent. You see, the frosted glass is letting some light in, but not all of it, because we can't see into the room. So we can say, frosted glass is translucent. Prel, brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Prel, please, guys. Next one for our next student. Down. Come and join me at the front, please. Now, I wonder what object Down has on her flashcard. What can we see here, guys? What's on Down's flashcard? Beginning with W, wall. Yes, there's two objects actually. There's a wall and there's a bench. Now, is light passing through the wall? Correct. Down is already, I was about to ask, can you see light passing through the wall? No. So that means the wall is opaque. Objects that don't allow light through. So we can say, Down, walls are opaque. Anything that doesn't allow light through is opaque. Excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Down. And now it's Chu's turn. So Chu, come and join me at the front of class and show your friends your flashcard. What can we see here, guys? Sky or air. Now, can we see through air? Yes. Of course we can. That's how I can see you guys now. So what do we say air is? Be careful, not translucent. Transparent. So Chu can place air into the transparent column. Well done. You see, just like water, air is see-through or transparent. So we can say air is transparent. Can you say, Chu? Air is transparent. Excellent. Big round of applause for Chu, please, guys. And our next object, we'll go to Nadia. Nadia, come and join me at the front of class, please. So what can we see here, guys? Yes, focus on this here, tissue. Now, tissue is paper, but it's a special type of paper. Translucent, yeah. Tissue paper will allow some light through, but not all of it, just like frosted glass. So we can say the tissue paper is translucent. So Nadia, you can place it into the translucent column. And together we will say tissue paper, translucent. Now for the comparison, look at the box. The box allows no light past it. The box would be opaque, but the tissue paper allows some light through, so it's translucent. Nadia, brilliant. High five, big round of applause for Nadia. Next student. Pat, come and join me at the front of class, please. Okay, so what object does Pat have on his flashcard? Sunglasses. What do we think, guys? If it's a sunny day, we like to wear sunglasses, because what do sunglasses do? They're translucent. They let some light through, but they don't let all of it. So they're good for wearing in the sun. So Pat, you can place it in the translucent column. Translucent, yes, that's the one. Excellent. So we can say sunglasses are translucent. Brilliant, Pat. Very well done. Big round of applause for Pat. Nearly at the end now, but not quite. Now it's Pakbung's turn to bring her flashcard to the front of class. And what can we see on Pakbung's flashcard? That's definitely a door, not a window. We've got a door, and what do we also have here? Now, what type of objects are walls and doors? Can we see the light passing through? No. So they're opaque, yes. Objects that don't allow the light through, like we can say, doors are opaque. Can you see any light in these pictures? No light coming through. So these are all opaque objects. Pakbung, brilliant. Big round of applause for Pakbung, guys. And our final object will go, or our final flashcard will go with Net. So Net, come and join me at the front. And show your friends your flashcard. Now, Laka, what can we see? A window. Can the light pass through a window? Yes. So what do we say a window is? Transparent is right. Well done, Net. So we can say windows are transparent because we can see the light 100%. Net, very well done. Big round of applause for Net, guys. Okay, so now that our students have correctly demonstrated the different types of objects, let's say them together one more time. Transparent, air, water, or glass, such as windows. Translucent, frosted glass, tissue paper, and sunglasses. And finally, the opaque objects, people, walls, and doors. Guys, that was brilliant. Very well remembered. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, make sure every student in your class gets their own worksheet. And what we want our students to do now is to demonstrate their understanding of the two different types of light sources, natural and artificial. We want our students to think of some of the different light sources that they've learnt about. There are some examples in the pictures below, and we want our students to write the vocabulary of the different light sources in the correct column. So for example, here we have fire. Now fire is a natural light source. So our students need to write and spell correctly in the natural column. Before computer, is computer natural? No, computer is artificial light. So our students will need to write computer in this column. And if our students can think of examples by themselves, that's very good. But they have a lot of options here to help them. So teachers just monitor the class and help our students with anything they need, such as spellings, which you can write on the board for them. But what's the first thing to do, guys? Names on top. Net, this one's for you. You're welcome. Pat? You're welcome. Nadia, for you. You're welcome. Chu, here's yours. You're welcome. Dan, for you. You're welcome. Plau? You're welcome. Lakau? You're welcome. And Bangpon, you're welcome. So names on top first, guys, and then your two different types of light sources. Look at the pictures. Try to remember the vocabulary and then decide if they're natural light or artificial light. And if you need any help with spellings, let me know. So like I said, the first picture is fire. F-I-R-E. Fire is a natural light source. Yes? So this side we'll do natural. Fire. Sun. This side in blue here we'll do artificial. So any artificial sources? Computer, C. U. Computer, T. E. R. Computer. Artificial. Light. That's it. Lamp. Yeah, we'll say lamp. L. A. M. P. And I can see iPhone or iPad. This one here, believe it or not, is a firefly. Has anybody ever seen the little insects that light up in the sky? They're called firefly. F-I-R-E-F-L-Y. Firefly. Yes, they're the insects that fly in the sky. And if you look closely, so especially at night time, you'll see they light up. Firefly. iPad. What do we think? Natural or artificial? Artificial. Yes, iPad. Perfect. iPad. Anything else? What else do we have? How about this one? Remember lightning? Remember the PowerPoint? The lightning that comes out of the sky. Is lightning artificial or natural? The big natural. L-I-G-H-T, lightning. Be careful never to get struck by lightning. Star, what do we think, star? Let go, natural or artificial? Natural, correct. How about ST? Perfect. How about the torch? Remember the experiment we did when teacher brought the torch to class? Is the torch natural or is the torch artificial? Artificial. Correct. A torch is artificial. We need batteries or we need electricity. Now that is a candle. Candle. What do we need to light a candle? When it's somebody's birthday, when it's our birthday, what do we have on our cake? Candle, and we need the fire. So candle, we will say C-A-N-D-L-E. Actually, sorry, candle is artificial. The fire is natural. A candle is artificial because we need the fire to light the candle. In the old days, before electricity, everybody would light their homes with candles. But now we have electricity, we don't need candles.
Light bulb. Light bulb. 2 light bulbs.
What do we think? Natural?
Yeah. Artificial.
Artificial. Anything that needs electricity is artificial. G-H-T-B-U-L-I-G-H-T-B-U-L-B. Light bulb. Welcome back to class. I hope your students enjoyed the worksheet activity where they had to demonstrate their understanding of light sources into 2 main categories, natural or artificial. And here you can see my students have done a great job of writing the vocabulary of the different pictures in the correct columns. So that was excellent, guys. Very well done. And that's all we've got time for today. So we hope that you've enjoyed this review lesson and now understand a lot more about light sources and the different types of objects, transparent, translucent and opaque. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you again soon.